So hello everyone, it's F1 Shadow here. Today we're in Silverstone, climbing into our Ferrari, obviously. Mid-season, we're in the Ferrari, just like in the start of at the very start of the season. Getting the wheel and yes, just simply getting ready. Second on a grid, doing a cautious. Are we going to change it? No, we're sticking out with caution. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get out to the track. There we are, second on the grid. Could have been better, but you know, Saibonen. It's 4, it's 5. Lights are out, and away we go in the Great Britain Silverstone circuit. And the short run to the first corner is so short that I couldn't even catch him. But yeah, so we'll continue on. And I actually make a little mistake by braking on a curb and hitting him. That was a little bit fishy. Was actually scared that one of us could spin off, and that would be a terrible disaster for the race. Obviously, having some cars left for the hangar straight, and yes, trying to catch him just before the old start finish straight. Oh no, I actually used a full bar of my remaining cars at the old start finish straight going into cops. I thought I could actually use it on hangar, and later in the race I found out that it's actually a little bit more effective if I use my cars in hangar. Now going for Maggots and Beckett's and make a little mistake, go a little bit wide, and who knows what could have been, if not some of the mistakes in this race. But so far so good. Second on the track. Vettel a few seconds back, and really looking to bounce back after what happened in Canada. I mean, that crash. So we're about to finish the lap, and so it's dry for the whole race, obviously. And yeah, so now we are cutting on to lap 4, and Vettel caught up to the back of me, and at this point actually went on and let Vettel through, because he will catch Saibonen, fight with him, and actually lose time for both of them, and in that way I can save tires, and at the end of the race have fresh tires and come closer. So here I am, continuing my strategy with the idea of pitting one lap later, so saving my tires obviously, and that way, you know, having a little bit fresher tires at the end of the race. So now as we cut on to the end of the lap 6, obviously going to pits, a little mistake happens. That second time in Silverstone for me. Remember my F1 Challenge Career mode when when Pablo Montoya pitted at the same time and he retired there at that game? Well, Alonso didn't retire, but well, lost his 4th place for sure. So we're gonna come out of a pit stop, and we're about, let's be on, about the same gap behind Sebastian Vettel, somewhere, you know, really around the same. But here, Vettel caught up to the back of Saibonen, and thanks to them fighting, I got really close to the pair of them, managing my fuel so that I don't run out of fuel at the end. Using lean in the slow and heavy acceleration spots, and then reach in the very good in the longer straights. And here we have DRS, which is very good for us. And here we are in a hangar straight. We got DRS, and here Vettel doesn't know what to do. He just tries to drive into the side of Kimi, and then the downforce setup I was running here really helps him through that corner, turning it down into the lead mix. And yep, so move done, and we're a lot closer to Kimi than we were the last time out when we left Vettel through. So our strategy in the end did work, and here we cut on to the lap 12, getting DRS. But look at my fuel. We're at minus fuel, and I put on the standard, and we're very close to Kimi Saibonen. Can we make a move? We're going down towards the inside, and he touches us a little bit, and I have no acceleration out of that corner. I touch him a little bit again. Have to save fuel, and obviously as well be safe from Sebastian Vettel. Make a little mistake, and even though I'm very close here, almost hit him. Very close. Make another mistake, and I think this mistake actually cost me the race. I will try and still catch him, but I think that mistake might have cost us the race. And then I get a caution of collision. I wasn't aware of that. I was only thinking about what's in front of me and not what's behind me. Still going for the first win of the season, which is yet to come. Half a lap is left, and I'm much quicker through Meggetts, and then through the corner after Hangar Straight, which I don't know the name of, since I have a lot more downforce in my setup. I've got my fuel back to optimal, so I was thinking that I should push it to the very limit and try to actually catch him. We get DRS, and we get quite close to him, but not as close as last time, which is not so good. And too far in this corner for an overtake, which, you know, as well losing the back end here, which means second place for us. Still quite a good result, but you know. So yeah, here we are. It's Kimi Saibonen, me, Vettel, and Kimi Räikkönen doing some great recovery drive from 7th on the grid. Just Jensen Button, Nico Rosberg, Mark Webber, Roman Grosjean, Fernando Alonso, and Paul di Resta. So Forsyth is really doing some great job catching. There's Kimi Saibonen at 119, and Räikkönen in second, and Vettel in third. I'm trying to catch Vettel after that disaster in Canada. It's Nico Rosberg, Button, Alonso, and Webber. Webber and Fernando Alonso has the same amount of points, with 38, and Paul di Resta has 6 points, so he's getting closer to Pastor Maldonado there. Obviously, Toro Rosso is yet to score a point, which is a big disappointment for them, as we are going to the constructors at some time. Well, yep, so here we are in the constructors with Mercedes still in third, Lotus in second, and Red Bull actually overtaking us in Ferrari. McLaren in no man's land at 61. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'm out of here.